Lane Meltebarger. And a 6'3" senior, number 11, Jace Combs. Nixa is coached by Brock Blansett. He's assisted by Andrew Boyce. Now to tonight's starting lineups for the Goblins from Harrison. A 6'4" senior, number 23, Maddox Bell. A 6'2" senior, number 0, Cole Cecil. A 6'3" senior, number 22, Hayden Martin. A 6'3" junior, number 15, Ryder Scribner. And a 5'11" junior, number 21, Chance Lorenz.
And we are live here in Rogers, Arkansas, home of the Mountaineers. It's time for some Nixa basketball. I'm Brady Reaton alongside my partner, Aiden Hopkins. Aiden, how you doing today?
Doing good, ready for some basketball. Hasn't been long since I've been on a mic since Nixa had a great deep run in the state championship, but it's also going to show on the basketball court here tonight as well.
For sure, as you see, 3 of the Eagles starters all started on the Nixa football team, and you have 2 guys on the bench, or actually 4 guys on the bench who are a part of this Nixa deep run, and it's going to be Meltebarger tipping it away, and it is won there by Maddox Bell. Here comes Cecil bringing it up the court. The Goblins out of Harrison, Arkansas are on a good run right now, sitting at 7-1. Back over Cecil, driving the lane, step back out, guarded by Flint. Now Bell driving to the lane, shot is tipped by Meltebarger, but rebound by Cecil. Tipped away there by Flint. Flint's working in transition now, driving to the hoop, Euro step, throws it off the glass, and it is good. Randy Flint will record the first bucket of the year for the Nixa Eagles.
Yeah, Randy Flint did not lose his craft while focusing on football, man. He got the great steal and a great move to finish the basket as well.
Here comes Scribner moving it up court, looks into the corner, keeping it in bounds somehow. Now Flint's in transition, gives it up to Combs. Cecil on the behind. It is missed by Combs there. Rebound there by Maddox Bell. Bell looks in the corner. Inside. The charges take it. Ooh, a blocking foul is going to be called there on Foster. And that was Hayden Martin going up.
I think it was a good call there. Bryce Foster was in position first, but he started to bend his knees a little bit before the offensive player got there, so good call by the referee to call a blocking foul.
Martin at the line. His first free throw is going to fall. And one thing I'd like to talk about real quick is we're in Arkansas. There's a shot clock.
Yeah, there is. This is the first time we're going to see Nixa be using a shot clock. I've heard word that they're going to be using it in the NIT, so just a little bit of warm-up. No blue and gold, considering that every team has to agree for it to be used. So it's going to be interesting to see how they work with the shot clock here.
Here comes Foster to bring it up. Foster looks in the corner. Here's Combs. Combs outside the arc. Combs driving to the hoop, finds a hole. The floater, no good off the front iron. He's fighting for his own rebound. The fadeaway jumper will go.
Just a lot of fight there by Jace Combs. Missed the first one, tipped it back to him, Meltebarger, and he fades away and puts it back up for 2.
Here's the pass in. Sweet Lorenz. Now over here, Cecil. Cecil's guarded by Flint. Looks inside now. The fadeaway will not go off the back iron. Rebound grabbed by Bryce Foster. Now the Eagles are in transition here. 6:19 left on the clock, 4-2. Meltebarger in the post. The fadeaway, no good off the back iron. Rebound there by Cecil. Here comes Scribner. Bounce pass over to Martin. Martin back over. Cecil. Bell pulls the trigger on a 3, and it's no good. Back into the corner. The corner 3 will go. Ryder Scribner for 3.
That's a great shot from Scribner. He's their star player. He had 39 points against their big win against Branson a couple days ago, so he's a player you're going to have to watch in this one.
Here's Meltebarger on the high post, putting in some work. Back out Foster. He pump fakes. The pull-up jumper, and I'm going to call a charge there. You know, at first it kind of looked like he was going to go block and then decided to go charge.
Yeah, just full extension from the arm with Foster. It's a toss-up call. It depends on the referee, and I think they gave that one a charge.
The first sub in the game is going to be Wyatt Vincent.
Yeah, Foster in early foul trouble. 3 minutes in this game, already at 2 fouls, so Blant's going to be forced to sit him.
The Eagles still in their press. Inbounds here to Cecil. Cecil's going to move it up court. Looks in the corner. Coming off the screen here, Scribner. Shots contested, no good. Rebound here by Flint. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Euro step again, and it's going to be poked free by Maddox Bell. A foul will be called.
Yeah, I don't know about the foul there, but they're going to say he was shooting too, so Flint's going to go to the line and shoot two.
And something that's haunted the Eagles for many, many, many years now has been free throws, and we're going to get our first look at the Eagles at the line. The first free throw is good from Randy Flint.
Yeah, you said it yourself. This is where Nix's game has fallen in a couple of years, dating all the way back to when Osborne was still here too. Lots of missed games due to missed free throws.
And Flint goes 1 for 2 at the line, pokes the ball free from Cecil, but possession will be regained by the Goblins. Now working around the perimeter, the three-point shot's away, and it's no good.
Adam and I didn't check in for the game first time. He didn't start today as he's been battling with a little bit of an ankle injury that he took in that state championship game against the Smet. And interested to see how he plays.
You know, he's been battling that injury since dating back to Lebanon. So
yeah, it's been re-aggravated a lot of times. You saw him at least in my North game go down on it too. He just got enough. He got healthy enough every week to be able to play football.
And McKnight's first shot's going to be off the mark, and Vincent finds a way to keep it in bounds. He'll find the hands of the Goblins. Here comes Cecil moving it up court. Cecil face guarded by Randy Flint. Passed over, Scribner, and Cecil's wide open on the block to put it in for 2.
That's just great court vision right there by the Goblins. Found the open man and got 2 on the board.
Here's Combs. He pulls a deep 3. No good. McKnight fighting for the board. He won't come down with it. Now Scribner's going to bring it up court. Looks inside, taken away there by McKnight. He loses control of the ball. Fighting for it will be Vincent. Back off to McKnight. Looks over. Combs. Combs driving. Throws the ball up, and it will fall in.
Combs is just so aggressive when he drives to the rim. He sees the lane, he finds it, and he goes there as hard as he can. And he just finds a way to get to the basket every single time. He's going to be a fun player to watch this year.
You know, and he's grown a lot over the years. I mean, starting last year, he had an injury, and he was very hesitant shooting the ball and everything, and he kind of got more comfortable with that, and then he started driving to the lane. Yeah, I mean, he started to look a lot more like his brother and how he played.
Yeah, everyone sees him as the shooter in the family, and he can shoot the ball, but he can also drive too.
McKnight will come down with the rebound. Ty Kellis will sit at the scores table awaiting the check in. Vincent in the far corner. Cross-court pass. Here's Flint. Flint now coming off McKnight's screen. Corner pass won't go. It'll tip off the hands of Randy Flint, and now we're going to see Ty Kellis check in for Jace Combs.
A little bit too high there for Randy Flint to get that one. And I think this, as Ty Kellis checks in, I think this is something we're going to see all year. Just Nix's depth is going to be really, really helpful for them. They're going to have a lot of guys that can do great things in basketball, so it's going to be interesting to see how they use all of them.
Cecil's going to bring it up court here for the Goblins. Poked free there by Flint. That's going to be his third steal of the game. Gets his dribble started. Looks for Kellis. Kellis stays in bounds. Looks in the corner. Here's Flint for 3. No good. Rebound by his brother, Randy Flint. Looks down. The mid-range jumper from Vincent. No good off the rim. Now pushing it up court. Kellis fighting for it. Bounce pass in. The shot is good and one. Count the basket, Hayden Martin.
Yeah, Wyatt Vincent tried to get the block off the backboard, but a little bit too much contact there, and they're going to get and one.
Hayden Martin at the line, and we're going to see Jace Combs check back in. Out will come Randy Flint. Flint's the leading scorer for the Eagles currently. Martin's free throw won't go. Rebound there by McKnight. Here comes Flint, moving around the perimeter. Kellis. Kellis brings it back out to Vincent. Hands it off Combs. Combs, McKnight, top of the key. Around the perimeter, working his Kevon Flint. Bounce pass over. Kellis drives through. The jumper, no good. Rebound by the Goblins. They're going to work in transition. Cecil Looks inside. There's Martin. He'll throw it off the glass for another 2 points. And the Goblins are out to a 4-point lead. Here's McKnight. Looks over Kellis. Kellis to Combs. Combs calling for the screen. Back over Vincent. Combs now working around the arc. The deep three from Combs, no good. Rebound there by McKnight. He goes up through some contact, and it will go.
Yeah, Adam McKnight is one of the greatest finishers in the paint that you'll see when he's going through contact. I mean, we saw a lot last year, lots of and-one opportunities he had, and he's not afraid to put the shoulder down going up for a shot.
And the drive by Cecil won't go. Here's Kels moving it up court. Bounce pass up to Flint. Flint cutting through the lane. The floater, no good. Taken away there by McKnight. He's going to pull a three, a little hesitant, won't go. Now Scribner looks across. Here's Kreiner. Driving through the lane, kicks it out. Cecil for three. Rims in and out. Rebound there by Kevon Flint.
Yeah, only 1 3 made by both teams right now. They're both struggling behind the arc. And that was a struggle for Nixa last year as well. Shooting behind the arc. The three-point shooting was not that great last year. Hoping to improve that, but as it is the first game of the season, I can't judge them just yet on that.
Especially when a lot of guys are working on 2 to 3 practices.
Yeah, they've had 1 full practice as a team, and that's hard to work off of, especially against a great team like this Harrison team.
Combs now takes it away, pokes free, and it will remain Eagles ball. And we're going to see Lane Meltebarger and Colt McCoy check into the game.
Yeah, interested to see how Colt McCoy fits in this offense. He's a great player, very physical. Interested to see how he goes.
The Eagles rocking the brand new grays today, and I love them, Aiden. I don't know what your opinion about them, but
yeah, they're nice. I love them. I like the new warm-up tops too.
I like the new font they have on the jersey and everything. The look. It's a new look for the Eagles.
I like the cursive though. I do miss the cursive a little bit. One thing to note is there is only 4 seconds on the shot clock right now. Okay, now they're reset at 29. So
I think it should have restarted when it got poked free. Coach Blancett calling for 1 shot here, bringing it out. Hands it off. Flint to Combs, out to McCoy. Here's Kevon Flint controlling the ball in the backcourt. Meltebarger to Combs. Over to McCoy, 15. Flint controls the ball, 12 seconds on the clock. 11-9 your score. Flint's going to drive. He looks inside. There's Meltebarger. His shot's blocked as the shot clock expires. 3.8 seconds left on the clock, and it'll be the Goblins' ball.
No, they're going to give it to the Eagles here, I think. What's going on? Nixa thought it was their ball.
And now moving up court, Scribner, the deep shot will fall short. And going into the break, it'll be 11-9, the Goblins lead. We'll be back after this short break. It'll be Eagles ball to start the second quarter, and it'll be Flint to run the 1 for the Eagles. He'll bring it up court. Hands it off to his brother Kevon Flint. Combs now Kellis. Combs now top of the key. He'll pull the trigger with confidence. It's good. The first 3 of the year coming from Jace Combs.
Big shot there for the Eagles. Regains the lead. It's a momentum shifter as well. But there's not really much momentum in this game, as this place is pretty empty here, as both teams didn't really travel that well. Of course, Nixa being a little over an hour and a half away. And Harrison, I don't know what their drive is, but
It's not too far.
maybe a 4 o'clock game kind of throws it all off. But a foul call on Randy Flint there, questionable. And as Nix's defense has been very, very great so far. I mean, they've already forced, I'd say, probably almost double digits in steals. I don't know if it's Harrison just being sloppy or Nix's defense being really well.
You know, I talked to Harrison's coach, I think it's Coach Steller, before the game, and he said it's like we were going to have to find a way to control the pressure. He's like, the one thing you know about Nix is they're going to be in your face, and they're going to create so much pressure, it's going to be hard to handle.
As there's another steal and a layup, like Ty Kellis put him up by 4.
The Eagles work well in transition there, but he's like, we got to control the pressure, or by 3.
Yeah, I don't know my math, apparently.
Yeah. They said we're going to have to control the pressure because last year when in the 75-60 loss Harrison had to Nixa, it was we didn't control the pressure one bit, and that's going to be the big key tonight.
Yeah, Nix's defense looks really well right now, and this Harrison team is not bad by any means. They're 7-1, beat a Branson team by 30 points.
And the Branson team not too bad at all either.
Yeah, this is a big first game for the Nix Eagles, and if they can win this one by at all, but even by a big margin, that's a big win for them.
It gives you confidence heading into the later games in the tournament and to the season.
Yeah, 100%.
Here's Maddox Bell, looks into the corner. Crinner moves it around. Hayden Martin for 3. It's good.
Wow.
Martin answers back with his own 3-pointer.
Ties the game up there. Big shot from the senior.
Here's Flint over to Kellis. Kellis at the near wing. Now at the point, he takes a 3-pointer. It's good. Ty Kellis gets his first varsity points of his high school career.
We've talked about how Ty Kellis is going to be a sneaky player on this Nixa team. He can make things happen. He was a really, really great player on the JV team last year, and expecting for him to do big things.
He'll be tipped off the Eagles there. We're going to see Bryce Foster check back in. Out comes Flint. On the court for the Eagles will be Foster, Kellis, Meltebarger, Randy Flint, and Jace Combs. The Eagles still lead by 3. Here's Scribner, gets trapped, finds Martin. Martin looks inside for Cecil. It gets taken away once again by Randy Flint. He looks inside for Kelsis. His pass is a little too hard. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, both teams aren't playing their best right now. Bunch of sloppy ball. I mean, I guess for Nixa, their excuses, of course, this is our first game. But Harrison,
8 games into the season.
Yeah, got to limit the turnovers.
Here's Cecil looking for the hole. He'll bring it back out. Now over Martin. Martin to Bell. Back out. The 3-pointer on the far wing is good. Maddox Bell for 3. Ties it up at 17.
So both teams went from not hitting threes at all to both trading threes 2 times.
Here's Combs, a deep 3. It's good.
Wow.
A big 3-pointer coming from Jace Combs. Timeout called by Coach Brock Blansett. The Eagles lead 20-17. We'll be back after this short break. And we are back after that short break. 5:13 left on the clock here. Here's Scribner spinning through the lane, picks up his dribble at the high post. Now over Bell. Scribner coming off of Bell's screen, looks inside. The elbow jumper, no good, blocked by Randy Flint. Rebound there by Combs. Now Foster in the near corner. Here's Randy Flint working the defense, looks over Foster. Combs now. Driving to the hoop is Kellis. The turnaround jumper off the glass is good.
Ty Kellis, man, you're going to have to learn that name quickly. He's going to be a big role player on this Nixa team this year.
And I mean, that was a beautiful jumper there by Kellis off the glass. Here's Bell. Bell driving over Cecil. The shot is good. Looks like Cecil gets hit in the face there, and he's slow to get back on defense. And it's going to be a 4-on-5 for the Eagles, and the Eagles won't capitalize on it. It'll be a rebound by the Goblins. Injury timeout. We'll see Cole Cecil head off the court.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see him. I didn't see Foster make contact with his eye in any way, but I could have just missed it. But he looks like he's in pretty bad pain as he could barely make it up the court.
I know he stood out of bounds for a couple minutes, and he'll check out for the first time tonight, and we're going to see Kevon Flint check into the game. Meltebarger will come out. Here's going to be Hayden Martin. Martin driving, looks in the corner. He'll throw it away.
Yeah, he saw McKnight out of the corner of his eye, got scared, tried to throw it, and a little too much on it, and he couldn't get to his man there and turns it over again. Something that's been happening pretty frequently for this Harrison team.
And, I mean, the key to the game was limit turnovers, and that's something they haven't done at all. Here's Kellis on the skip pass. Driving, gets poked free. Kicks it out, Randy Flint. Flint using McKnight's screen. Driving to the hoop, it's poked. And kept in bounds there by the Goblins.
A great defense there by the Goblins.
Here's Lorenzo, kicks it off. Three-point shot from Bell, no good. Rebound by Kellis. Kellis kicks it up. Flint far past his brother Kevon Flint, and he'll go slipping hard.
Yeah, lost his footing there.
A little out in front of him, and just couldn't keep his balance.
He's pulling his wide receiver moves. He's trying to figure out where he was in bounds and try to make the catch at the same time.
Try to tiptoe it.
Yeah.
And just couldn't get it done. Here's Scribner. Bounce pass over. Back out. Martin pulls a three. It's good. It's all tied up at 22.
Yeah. Number 22 for the Goblins has 12 right now. He's, oh my goodness.
Big dirty screen and a deep two by Flint. It'll be good.
Yeah, the person on Flint did not even see McKnight there and just absolutely got trucked.
That screen set Kevon up for his first points.
No basket.
Foul's going to be called on Randy Flint.
Second. Yet to see Foster since getting his second foul.
His second. Team's second.
That was early in the game, and he'll come out of the game with his second foul. In will come Vincent. And Vincent almost keeping it in bounds, but a good job at taking the pass away there. Timeout called by the Harrison Goblins. We'll be back after this short break, brought to you by Wise Guy Scheme Printing. pass into Martin. He'll stand right in front of the Eagles bench. Looks inside. Bell hopping through the lane. The shot will roll in. It's been a back and forth game of tying it up, and then the Eagles will take the lead back, and the Goblins will answer right back. Now Vincent going to work, picks up his dribble, looks for McKnight. McKnight spinning, kicks in the corner. Vincent looks to drive baseline, cut off there by Bell. Now near wing, Kevon Flint picks up his dribble, driving through the lane. Oh my goodness!
Tough bucket there by Kevon Flint. Didn't get the foul call, but man, finishing off that, that's just a great.
I mean, that was amazing. I don't even know how he got the shot off. The shot is no good. Rebound there by McKnight. He's fighting through a lot of contact. He'll move it up court now for the Eagles. Looks inside. Kevon Flint, the reverse lay, rims in and out. Rebound by Kellis. He'll be falling to the ground. Fighting for it will be McKnight. Rebound there by the Goblins. Goblins now on the attack.
Yeah, bodies are flying in Rogers right now.
Pass poked free there by Ty Kellis. That's the one thing both teams are doing. They're playing fast and in-your-face basketball.
Yeah, these two teams are really fast-paced, but it's also causing them to have a lot of turnovers too. So when you see yourself get sloppy and stuff like that, you got to make sure you slow it down and make sure you don't make crucial mistakes.
Here's Martin. Now driving Cecil, picking up his dribble, kicking it out. Bell looks inside, back out. Martin, Bell, Scribner. Martin, the elbow jumper, won't go. Rebound there by Vincent.
About 10 seconds between the shot clock and game
And
clock
Vincent
right now.
will get fouled hard there, driving to the hoop. It'll be Eagles ball with 40.8 seconds left on the clock.
Not a lot of fouls from either team.
Yeah, we've yet to see the bonus, and
Is it 1-1 in Arkansas?
no.
Is it the 2 free throw rule?
It's going to be 2 free throws. I mean, the team fouls have reset every quarter. 26-24. Here's Kevon Flint looking for Wyatt Vincent. Combs now. Swinging around the perimeter is the Eagles. Pass taken away there by Martin. Martin in transition. Combs on the hunt. He loses control of the ball. Rebound there by Kellis. Martin got a little too excited on the fast break.
And I think that I think that was off Kellis' foot there. But they're going to give it to Nixa. Did they call a foul? Oh, they did call a foul. Okay.
.20 seconds left. There's no shot clock on the board. Here's Combs. Bounce pass over Flint. Flint will hold it now in the backcourt. He'll start his dribble. 7 seconds left. Moves over. Vincent a deep three. No good. Now moving up court. A second left. Cecil at the buzzer. No good. 26-24 at the end of 2.
Yeah, I thought that one might be going in there. That was on the line. As I thought coming down, I thought for sure it was going to fall, but it didn't. And Nick's heads to the locker room with the lead at halftime.
And, you know, it might not be the prettiest lead, but it is a lead. And if you're Coach Blancy, you can't be too mad about it, especially showing up, 30 minutes before game time?
Yeah, a lot of things not going their way. I mean, going to state championship is always fun in football, but also you get one full practice as a team, and then you come in here, you get to the game about 30 minutes before the game starts. You basically go to the locker room, immediately change, don't have any rest time. Guys don't get that much time to stretch, so I think they finally got themselves fully warmed up in the middle of that second quarter.
I agree, and the Eagles leading 26-24. We'll be back after this short break.
came off that break from football and the state championship. What was practice like this week? Kind of getting back into the swing of things.
You know, it was rough. They're not really in shape, but you know what? They're playing their tail off, and you know, whatever happens in these first few games, it is what it is. But we're going to play hard and give it our best shot. I think defensively we're doing okay.
Yes, sir. And what was your message to the team at halftime?
You got to keep playing hard. There's got to be turnovers. I don't know how many turnovers we have, but it feels like we got 10 or 12. Missed several 2- and 3-footers. We clean that up second half, we'll be okay. They've got a good ball club.
All right, thank you.
And we are back here for half number 2 of the Hoopfest Hoopfest in Rogers, Arkansas. I'm Brady Reetone alongside my partner Aiden Hopkins. Aiden, what was the first half thoughts?
I just think Nixa is still settling in basketball-wise. I mean, of course, we've talked. It's going to be a talking point for the next 2 weeks, probably all the way up to the blue and gold, and how this team's going to be settling in. Not many practices together, not much time together, not much focus has been on basketball for more than half this team. So they're still trying to settle in basketball-wise, and I don't expect that to change these next 2 weeks, especially as they hit the road or hit the air and go to Orlando next week and get some really, really great competition.
The Eagles will head down to play in the KSA tournament in Orlando, Florida. This will be the first time the Eagles, I believe, will leave the Midwest to play. It'll be 26-24 as they drop the Liberty North tournament. They head down there, and they added the Hoopfest Hoopfest.
Yeah, the Lady Eagles will also be in attendance there in Orlando. This is their second time in a couple of years being there. I think they went our freshman year, too.
Here goes Bryce Foster. Now passed over. Randy Flint, the starting 5, will be out there. Now Kevon Flint, 26-24 here. Combs now. Jab step over corner. Here's Foster. He works out of the trap. Back over Combs. He'll drive to the hoop. The step back fade away. It's good.
Yeah, missed walk there 100%, but Jace Combs goes up for 2, and he gets away with a little happy feet there.
Combs adds 2 more to his resume as he's the leading scorer coming out of the half. Martin there, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Flint. Randy Flint's going to move it up court. He'll rotate it around, looks inside. Meltebarger in the post. Kicks it out, pass tipped there by Cecil. Foster pump fake over. Meltebarger driving to the lane. Pull up, no good off the top of the glass.
Yeah, some great defense there by Harrison.
Cecil weaving his way through defenders, and it will roll in for 2. That's only Cecil's 4th point of the night. Foster to bring it up. Hands it off now, driving to the hoop. Foster pulls up at the block, and it will roll in.
Great shot there by Foster. Gets his 4th point of the day.
First point since that first quarter.
Yeah, I haven't seen him much after he got in early foul trouble. This was a steal from Jace Combs.
Taken away by Combs, looks for Meltebarger back over Foster. Combs now driving to the hoop. Euro step, throws it up, and one. Well, they're going to call it traveling first.
Oh. I don't know about that one. I think the first one was a travel and they didn't call it, and this one wasn't a travel and they did call it.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he took one to his left and then split the 2 defenders with a hard right and went up with it. And maybe it was the contact that made it a little iffy. But either way, it'll be a turnover in the Eagles' ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that one was a travel and the first one wasn't, but I guess they even out there. As we thought Combs was going to get the and 1.
Here's Flint with the floater. It's good.
Yeah, it's a great touch off the glass there for Flint. And finished it for 2. And I think this may be the largest lead of the day for either team at 6.
It is, and now driving to the hoop. The shot is up and 1. Count the basket. There's going to be Ryder Scribner.
Flint's first of the day. And not many Eagles in foul trouble. I mean, you got Foster with 2, and you also have, is it Combs with 2 as well?
No, Randy Flint with 2.
Randy Flint with 2. And you got
Combs
Kevon
has
Flint with
none.
1. Yeah, so those are the only people with fouls. So 5 team fouls through 2 quarters and a half is pretty impressive.
Here's Foster moving it around. Near wing Flint. Back over Combs. Combs now putting it at work. Jab step 3, no good. Rebound there by Maddox Bell. Here comes Hayden Martin, kicks it out. Cecil settles, fires, 3-pointer, no good. Kevon Flint control the ball for the Eagles. Far wing here. Randy Flint, he's going to drive baseline, pull it back out. Cross-court pass to Kevon Flint. Come down with a one-hand snag. Screen set by Meltebarger. He'll spin inside, fade away. His jumper is good.
That's a tough bucket by Lane Meltebarger. Had the guy in his face the whole time, puts his shoulder down. The guy goes flying, and he has a wide-open fadeaway jumper.
Poked free there by Combs. Goblins will regain possession. McKnight will head to the scores table. Timeout called by the Harrison Goblins.
Entering the game, we were talking to the team, and they said their number one focus was containing Ryder Scribner. And man, he had 39 against Branson. Right now, 2.5 quarters, he only has 5.
And, you know, coming off a big game, against a team like Branson, Branson, a team who usually finished middle of the pack in the COC, who's now in the Ozark Mountain Conference, will probably take that just like they did in football. A win like that, a win by, I think, I believe, like 20 points, is a huge win for Harrison. And then Ryder Scribner putting up 39 points is a very impressive game.
Yeah, putting up 39 is impressive no matter who you're playing. I mean, 39 points is a hard feat, and anything close to that is really impressive for any high school basketball player, especially with 8-minute quarters as well. The cardio and all the work you got to put out outside of the court, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that, not just making baskets.
Here's Scribner posted up on McKnight. The step through the lay is good.
And as we just talked about, he's a really great player. That's a really great play. Step through the great defense from McKnight and rolls it off fingertips for 2.
Here's Flint falling to the ground, keeps his dribble, finds his brother on the bounce pass, Kevon Flint. Now moving it back out, Randy Flint looks inside McKnight. McKnight's going to go to work. He'll go up through some contact, and it's good.
Still don't know that wasn't a foul, but finishing through contact is what McKnight shines in, and he does that right there.
Here's Cecil. Near corner, looks inside, finds Scribner wide open for an easy 2.
Yeah, Kevon Flint took the gamble there, tried to swat the ball away and just couldn't get his hand on it.
Flint looking to go coast to coast. He won't finish, but grabs his own rebound. Will catch Maddox Bell on the arm. Kellis will check in for Combs. Combs is still the leading scorer with 12 points.
Yeah, they're spreading the scorebook out efficiently, though. A lot of players getting on the score sheet.
Here's Cecil, kicks it in the corner. Scribner, he pulls the trigger, and it's way short. Moves it up court. Here's Kevon Flint. Weaves through the defenders, spins, finds Foster, the pull-up jumper, falls short. Rebound there by Foster. Between the legs, pass no good. The second chance is good from Ty Kellis.
Beautiful pass from Bryce Foster.
And that's great court vision when you can't even see the court.
Yeah, 100%.
Three-point shot fired away. It's good. Hayden Martin.
Yeah, the Goblin just won't go away. Now he's up to 15, and I feel like this is 4-3 at this point. He's been lights out from behind the arc. Foul will be called.
Foul called there on Lucas Paul as him and McKnight were getting into it in the paint. And that's one thing you see from McKnight. That kid is fearless.
He's aggressive, too. You're not going to go into a matchup with McKnight in the paint and win easily. You're going to have to fight, going to have to use your every ounce of strength you have, even if he's not 100%.
I mean, for sure you saw that during football season. He didn't care who you were. He was going to try to run you over. The fadeaway jumper off the glass is good by Meltebarger.
That's a great shot there by Lane Meltebarger. Fading away, hand in his face, off the glass for 2. I feel like that's something that they've been utilizing all day. I feel like every basketball player doesn't utilize the backboard as much as they should, and the Nixa Eagles have been doing that all day.
Here's Cecil moving around. Driving to the hoop will be Bell. The tuck through is good. Bell up to 7 points. Now Foster will control the Eagles' offense. Screen set by Meltebarger. Step back 3 is good. Timeout called by the Nixa Eagles after the big three-pointer coming from the senior, Bryce Foster.
Big shot there for Bryce Foster, and that was nasty, man. Just step back 3 and puts Nixa up 6.
I mean, the confidence that comes out of just taking one jab step and getting him just to move just the slightest bit. It's a big difference because we've seen Combs utilize it today. I mean, we've seen Scribner utilize it today. I mean, we've seen a lot of guys use it, and I mean, it's really lethal if you use it right.
Yeah, 100%. And Nixa has been really well today. They're definitely been the better team, but the Goblins won't go away. I mean, every time Nixa feels that they got a lead, Goblins scratch their way back into it, and hopefully they can lead this as they're only up 6, and hopefully get up a little more.
See where you're going.
Yeah, I'm just spacing out a little bit. It's been a while. I'm still rusting off the color, you know. It's a big switch. It's more of a switch you'd think.
Especially going from football, there's so much excitement going on.
Yeah.
Not as much going on.
Color really tests your ball knowledge.
How is your ball knowledge?
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's up there.
Foul called on Combs there will be his first, so it's going to send Scribner to the line to shoot 3.
Number 15, Ryder Scribner at the line. He has 2 points.
His first free throw is good. Second free throw from Scribner is also good.
Yeah, I don't think Blancett liked that foul call on Combs. I heard a little bit of a smack, but I don't know if it was after he made contact with the ball or not. It's 3 for 3 at the line. And just like that, as we just talked about how Scribner's been pretty quiet, he's up double digits.
I mean, he was at 5 at half, and now gets a quick 5 points himself, and, you know, that's what free throw shooting does.
Yeah, 100%. You got to make those shots. You got 3 free ones and put them all in.
Here's Combs in the corner, guarded by Scribner. Jab step, pulls it out. Driving through the lane, fading away off the front iron, no good. He gets his own rebound. His pull-up jumper is good.
Yeah, defensive rebounds have been very bad for Harrison today. I mean, they just haven't been able to get it off the glass, and Nix's second chance and third chance points have put them over the edge so far in this one.
You know, the biggest question was going to be, how is Nixa going to fare in size, saying they've lost their 6'8", 5-star O tackle, and today, I mean, their rebounding has been nothing but great. The three-point there from Hayden Martin is good.
Yeah, Harrison just won't go away. Every time Nixa gets a little bit comfortable, they make sure that they climb back into it, and now it's a 2-point game all of a sudden. But as we're talking about, is Harrison's not a big team themselves, so they don't really have a true post guy, just like Nix's not going to this year. So this is just kind of a matchup that Nix is not going to see much in the COCs. You have the Jackson Shoulders and the Cohen Georges and stuff around the COC.
And Vincent at the buzzer, no good. Meltebarger puts it up, and it is good after
he had a wide open one.
He had the wide open one, but he saw Vincent in the corner, got a little happy feet, kicked it out, and then he decided to put it up after the missed 3.
He just wanted to make sure that Harrison didn't get another touch of the ball for the quarter. So
exactly.
He knew what was going on. All part of the plan, I guess, for Lane Meltebarger.
At the end of 3, it's going to be 47-43. This break is brought to you by Beauty and Wellness Co. And we are back for the final 8 minutes here in the season opener. Here's going to be Cecil. Hayden Martin left open at the top of the key, and that will be a mistake. A 1-point game now coming from Hayden Martin, his 21st point from number 22.
He's been lights out from 3 today.
Here's Foster now. Kicks it out. Meltebarger, the big man for 3. No good off the front iron. Here's a big opportunity for the Goblins to take their first lead since the first quarter. Kick it out. Looks inside. Martin spinning. Throws it up. No good. Seemed like it was like a desperate shot there in a little slow motion. Here's Kevon Flint now. Working around the perimeter. Over Foster. Back out Randy Flint. He'll stand right in front of the Eagles bench as he works around the perimeter. He looks for a hole, dishes it off to Meltebarger, and it's good.
That's great court vision by Randy Flint. One-hand pass, cross-body to finally land Meltebarger for the easy 2.
The Eagles go up by 3 now. Here's Maddox Bell driving to the hoop, and it's good.
Maddox Bell.
Just back and forth, punch after punch from both teams.
And neither team wants to go down.
So Knight and Kellis go to the scorer's table here to check in.
Here's Flint soaring through the air. No good off the back iron. Now the Goblins are going to look to respond. Look in the corner. Martin, deep 3. It's good! And the Goblins regain the lead for the first time since quarter number 1. 51-49. Timeout called by Coach Blanson and the Eagles.
Yeah, Hayden Martin has just been absolutely killer from the 3 beyond the arc. I think he's at 6 made 3s right now, 24 points, and he has been the difference maker in this game for Harrison, and they have their first lead since the first quarter.
51-49. We'll be back after this short break, brought to you by Wise Guys Screen Printing. And the Eagles are going to play behind for the first time since the first. Down by 2. McKnight setting a screen. The deep 2 from Kellis off the front iron, off the top of the hoop. And it is no good. They're going to say it hit the score. Little clock up there. Now all 3 refs are going to talk about it. So if it didn't hit the clock, it's good. And he didn't call it until it went in the hoop.
Interesting.
So it'll be no bucket for Kellis and no bucket for the Eagles. Harrison will remain in the lead. Looked very familiar to the Kickapoo game when Sean Campbell hit the strap and the Eagles lost by 2 points.
Yeah, that was a hard one.
And another turnover and takeaway by Randy Flint. He's going to be in transition now. Looks to hand it off to McKnight, and it'll be taken away by Bell. Yes, he'll tumble down hard now and look to get up. Here's Martin now. Clear lane to the hoop, and it will be good. So the Eagles' offense now has stalled out for the time being. Here's Kellis. Gets Martin to jump. The pull-up jumper is good.
Puts it within 2 there with a great jump shot. Ty Gellis gets his 2 points a couple possessions later.
Here's Scribner to move it up court. Scribner at 10 points today, working off a Bell's screen. Now at the high post. Kicks it over. Cecil. Cecil moving it around. Now far wing. Finds Cecil cutting. Gets poked free there. Kellis in transition now. Gets it up to McKnight. McKnight driving to the hoop. The floater, no good. Combs goes and puts it back. It is good. Jace Combs up to 16.
3-on-1 there for the Eagles, and McKnight missed the first one. Combs puts it back, and now it's a tie game again with only 4 minutes remaining.
You know, healthy mid-season McKnight probably puts that on a highlight reel.
Yeah. I think he was thinking about it for a second, but decided it might not be a good idea with what he's going through right now.
The fadeaway jumper, no good. Goes up with it again, also no good. Rebound there by Kevon Flint. Now Combs driving to the hoop. He'll dribble it off his foot, and it'll stay Eagles ball.
Not sure what happened there.
Neither do I.
This ref looks pretty gassed right now. He's been running down.
He's been running up and down the court.
His hands on the knees.
This is like summer conditioning.
He's a little tired right now. Welcome back, high school basketball.
Throws it up to Flint with 3:39 left on the clock. Here's Kellis, looks inside McKnight. McKnight using his size, throws it up, and he hits the ground hard. He'll be shooting 2.
Interested to see how this goes. I mean, one thing that everyone really knows about Adam McKnight last year is he's really struggled with free throw shooting. I talked to him about it a little bit. He said he has been working on the free throws, and I'm interested to see how it goes here at the line.
53-53. First one is away, and it is good. The Eagles regain the lead. Second free throw away from McKnight. Rims in and out. Fighting for the rebound is Kellis. McKnight goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Eagles will be up by 1 now. The quarter, here's Martin for another one and won't go. Vincent will check into the game for Randy Flint.
Lexi telling him to slow down a little bit here.
And now in Missouri, you could sit here and hold the ball for 3 minutes, but here in Arkansas, you got 40 seconds to get up a shot. Here's McKnight, driving through the lane, get some guys to jump. Foul will be called, and he'll lose control of it. He'll send him to the line.
Yeah, McKnight's
to shoot 2.
McKnight's starting to find his element here. He's now figuring out how to get people to jump, how to draw fouls, and that's where he strives. He loves to go into the contact, draw some fouls, get some and ones. Wasn't able to get the shot off there, but he's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
And you know, it's more of getting your groove back on him. You need to get him in rhythm. So if you haven't really done anything basketball related for some time, getting in rhythm is something you need desperately. So him out there for more than 2 minutes now, he's finding himself a rhythm in the paint.
100%.
Second free throw also won't go, but Ty Kellis gets the rebound. He'll fade away. The jump shot, no good. McKnight will fight for the rebound. McKnight playing aggressively. Here's Scribner left open for 3, no good. He gets his own rebound, posted up. Cross-court pass, Cecil one more time in the corner. Martin, a hand in his face, won't go.
Both teams are forcing shots they shouldn't take right now. I think Scribner, that was probably the best shot on that possession, but that was just a heat check there.
Kellis pump fake. Moves it around the perimeter. We'll see Combs and Meltebarger head to the scores table. Brings out his Kevon Flint. Drives to the hoop. The floater won't go. Rebound there by McKnight, but it looks like Vincent will hit it out of his hands. Both guys playing aggressive there. In a situation like this, you have to fight for the ball.
Yeah, 100%. Game's coming down. Only up by 1, about 2 minutes remaining. And a timeout's called by Harrison.
Timeout called by the Harrison Goblins. We'll be back after this short break. And we are back for the final 2 minutes here in Rogers, Arkansas. The game number 1, the Arvest Hoopfest. The Eagles lead by 1 over the Harrison Goblins. Posted up now, Scribner on Flint. Step through, kicking it out one more time. Now driving baseline. The shot is going to be blocked there by Kellis. Bounce off his head, and there's Meltebar going to find the rebound.
Some upset Harrison fans there about a travel that wasn't called. I didn't see it. But I also probably wasn't paying attention. I must have missed it. I don't know who they were trying to get called on.
He had his dribble going. That's why I'm a little confused there. Then he stopped and tucked the ball behind his back. Now Combs driving to the hoop. The shot is good. Combs gets his 18th point of the night. And this is definitely a
player of the game performance right here.
POG performance and a career high for Combs.
Hey, welcome to the starting 5, Jace Combs.
The next matchup tonight will be Conway versus Rogers Heritage.
And Conway looks great. I was watching them warm up. They are a big team, and they're going to be a tough team to beat whoever goes against them.
Here's Scribner. 4 seconds left on the shot clock, no good. And somehow the Goblins will pull down the rebound. Back out to Scribner. 32 seconds left. The Eagles have a trap going on. Gets the pass off. Here's Cecil. Cecil works around. Martin, deep three-pointer, no good. Falls short. Rebound there by Combs, Meltebarger. Back over to Combs. 37 seconds left. Combs will be fouled.
And they're going to have to do a lot of fouling to get into this bonus.
Yeah, it's 5 fouls because they'll go straight into the double bonus.
So they're going to have to get 2 more fouls off as shot clock will go off here. Yeah.
Timeout will be called.
Yeah, a big rebound for Harrison there, and then they just forced another shot. That, I mean, they had it open for a second, but he should have seen. Martin should have seen that Flint was crashing down, and he should have dribbled the ball there.
And what I think the Eagles have done really well is them coming out beyond the arc and getting a hand in your face. I mean, their ability to get the hand in the face has been amazing so far tonight, and I've loved every bit of it because if they don't contest half of these shots, I mean, they've tipped about 10. You don't know what that score is.
Yeah, 100%. They've been really great on the defensive end. We talked about forced turnovers has been really key, but they've also been doing the exact same thing on the offensive side, which has been a problem. There's also been some forced shots for Nixa that they would probably like to have back, but right now they have the lead and a chance to go up 2 possessions if Harrison looks to keep fouling. Looks like they're, I thought they benched McKnight, but he's all the way to the other side. We still have yet to see Matthew Mees, the only person on the Nixa team that's yet to touch the floor today.
And fighting for it will be Flint, somehow keeping it in bounds. Foul's going to be called there. And, you know, Scribner shot it, hit off the back rim. You know what that means?
I don't know what that means.
Ball doesn't lie.
Oh. Yeah, I must have missed that.
That ball doesn't lie.
I was looking away because my hands were on my head. That was an interesting sequence there.
Flint to pass in over to Kevon Flint. They've yet to foul. And now a foul will be called and should send Kevon Flint to the line.
Scaring me a little bit there.
Weaving in and out of traffic. And Vincent will head to the scores table to put a little more defense into the game.
The question is, how does Nixa defense play this? If they make both puts him up 5. Either way, there's going to be a 2-possession game if he makes either of them.
First free throw away from Flint. No good off the front iron.
Talked about free throws have been a big problem for Nixa in the past.
And it's showing right now. Harrison's still in this game. Second free throw away. It is good. It'll be a 2-possession game. The Eagles are going to come out in a press. Now they'll back off. Scribner will come down the court. He'll drive baseline, spin through, and Kevon Flint will foul him, and it'll be an and 1. And he
wanted that.
He was on the ground.
He wanted that on the ground.
I think the way continuation works.
Yeah, it depends on how continuation works.
He picked up the dribble already, so we're going to call it in the air. It's a good finish there by Scribner.
If they miss this free throw, you got to make sure you get the rebound. That's the most important thing.
Free throw is good from Scribner.
Puts within 2. And, man, Hayden Martin, what a day. 26 for him. And Scribner's up to 13. He's at 5 at half. He's been pretty quiet, but Martin's made up for his ground. And they're within 1 here. And Nixon's going to get the ball back.
This is going to be a big, big possession for the Eagles. 17 seconds left, and I think it's going to come down to the Nixa Eagles at the free throw line.
100%. Harrison's been really great from behind the arc. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. It's all going to come down to how much time they waste once they get that ball in. If they're able to move the ball around and get fouled with maybe, luckily, if they can get under 14 seconds, something like that. If they can get 3 seconds off the clock, that'd be really helpful for them.
And you know, I mean, Harrison could elect to go off-ball foul.
I don't think off-ball foul shoots.
Does that count? Is that not shooting?
I don't think off-ball foul count as shooting now.
57-56. McKnight, Combs, Flint, Foster, and Flint will be on the court. They're going to trap Kevon Flint, and a foul's going to be called. And it wasn't a jump ball. It could have been, but Scribner came from behind and gave Kevon a hug.
Yeah, I don't know,
but
what I don't know what Kevon Flint was doing there. Just going to the protecting the ball stance there, because if they get the jump,
that'd have been big.
Possession arrows to Harrison, so it would have been big, but now he got 2 big free throws.
Kevon Flint at the line now, shooting 2. First free throw is good. Combs will come out of the game. Vincent will come back in.
Vincent, a really great defender. We've seen him come into big situations all of last year as well.
Second free throw is also good.
And so timeout called by Nixa, it looks like.
It'll be a full timeout for the Nixa Eagles. 59-56. We'll be back after this short break. And we are back. 59-56, the Nixa Eagles lead. 14.8 seconds left on the clock. And Vincent's going to come up and foul. Smart move there by the Eagles, getting some time to chew. You got to be careful, though, that they don't call it intentional and you get a little too aggressive.
Yeah. Vincent came out of nowhere. I saw him sprinting, and I knew he had some intentions there. I just didn't know what he was going for, and then I saw him put his hands out, and I figured it out. But, yeah, I think they're just going to try to get him to shoot.
Foul by Foster. They're going to say the shot wasn't off. A smart play there by Scribner to throw the ball up as he's getting fouled.
Yeah, now they're just going to have to get – I think Blank's going to tell them not to foul now. They're going to – because if they go up in a shooting motion, they get 3 free throws.
9 seconds left here. Scribner picks up his dribble. The three-point shot won't go. Rebound there by McKnight, and that will do it. 59-56 is your final. The Nixa Eagles win.
Man, they survive a close one. A really great first game for them. They probably learned a lot there, and it's a great first win. I mean, of course, lots of things to clean up, lots of things to work on, but can't be mad about a win.
Not at all. 59-56 is your final.
Tomorrow?
We'll be back tomorrow to play here at 4 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Brady Reaton alongside my partner,
Aiden Hopkins.
signing off. And actually, we aren't going to sign off. We're going to send it down to Brady Richard to have a word with Jace Combs, who is our player of the game with 18 points tonight. So we'll send it down to Brady real quick and send it right back up here after that.
So Chase, great game tonight. Just kind of being that player that wasn't in football during the season, having the most experience kind of in practice, how would you say that helped you tonight?
I think it definitely helped. Just working hard every day, trying to get back into it. I hurt my finger, so I kind of had to take a break from there, but I think it definitely worked.
And we saw you hit a bunch of tough floaters, layup shots to the basket. Has that just something you kind of worked on?
Yeah, it's something that's always been a part of my game. I just never got to fully showcase it, but I'm glad I get to showcase it now. Yeah.
And after this win today, how do you think that'll help you throughout the rest of the tournament?
I think it'll definitely give our whole team confidence and me confidence, just knowing that what our capabilities are and what we can be.
All right, great game, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brady and Jace, for that great game. 59-56, the Eagles pull that one out. And the close one, they get their first victory. Coach Blancett comes out and gets a big win against the 7-1, or gets 7-2 Goblins now, after only having his full team for about a day or two.
Yeah, it's a very impressive run from the Nixa program. And of course, everyone's going to talk about how close it was and how Harrison is a team that they only beat Glendale by 6, but Glendale's going to be great this year. They beat Branson by 20. And so it's going to be an interesting one and how this is going to play out for these next couple of weeks. Of course, they've got to go to Orlando next week. They've got 2 more games in this tournament, and they got blue and gold right after that.
Yeah, it's going to be a very busy month as Coach Blancett pushed back the season. He said, you know, I saw the group of guys on the football team. He's like, I feel like it would be best if we push the season back a little bit and start a little later.
And it worked out perfectly.
I mean, exactly what you wanted. The week after the state championship, the Eagles come out on top. You got anything else?
That's all I got.
59-56, the Nixa Eagles come out on top. Stay tuned for tomorrow at 4 o'clock. The Nixa Eagles will take on Conway. I'm Brady Reed-Tone alongside my partner,
Aiden Hopkins.
signing off.